I think I got the button turned on there, man. So you're talking about, well, dude, what did you just say? What was that word that was all fancy? Rewilding?
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not up on that one.
Is that a California deal or something, or what?
You know, I wish it was just a California deal. Rewilding is actually the mindset and the goal of most of the environmental organizations that are out there. The Sierra Club, the HSUS, known as the Hypocritical Society of Urban Snobs. All those groups out there, PETA, they believe that human beings should not exist the way that we're living now. You know,
like we should all be Amish?
We're here in my backyard. No, not that, because the Amish have, you know, livestock. We're here in my backyard, right? We use water here at the house. I've got an orchard. Human beings should be in people centers. And that's the most amazing thing is...
Like urban prison centers?
Basically, they want to go vertical.
Like the apple factories over in China?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. They want you to grow the cities vertical.
Are they going to have good cartoons and stuff?
No, they're not.
Like Pokemon? Is that what they have? Pokemon in China?
I think it's Japanese.
Well, I don't know. I just was thinking out loud, sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway, their entire goal is to move people into the cities. And if you take a look at some of the things that have happened in the farmland, and especially in the EPA under the last administration, the one that we will not name. That last administration
gives them anxiety attacks.
It sets off my Tourette's. So the last administration was very, very aggressive with the EPA. With the reintroductions of the wolves that we saw up in Wyoming and Montana, those were a Canadian wolf. They've never existed in the southern 48 states.
They parachuted him in there, I heard.
Pretty much. They put him into there to control the elk population. They have basically destroyed the elk herds in Yellowstone, and they're working on the bison herds.
So the people who are worried about the environment are the ones that are screwing with it the most.
Because their ultimate goal is to remove people from the land. See, if you can't use the BLM and the forest land for your cattle because the wolves are there,
then there's no ranchers out there.
So their goal with the introduction of the wolves, and you can see this in their interview tapes from 1996, was to move 30,000 people off the land that are living on the land up there. They want to have super corridors, super predator corridors, basically the Rocky Mountains and Sierra
Nevadas. Talking like
Nevadas.
Agenda 21 type stuff?
It's exactly what it is.
Oh, I remember that, dude.
Rewilding. If you just look up rewilding.
So they're going to return everything back to the critters?
By removing human beings.
Well, why don't they start by helping themselves to that?
I've suggested that. I've offered suggestions.
No, I'm serious. That's
how to do it in mass. I mean, I'm trying to be as helpful as possible.
Well, a nuclear war would help. What do you think of them? Them outfits?
No? I don't want to deal with that.
Okay.
I would rather they self-select out.
Yeah. Well, you know, the one who thinks of it should probably try it themselves first to see how good it works.
Come back, tell us if it was worth it or not.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that's crazy, man. Is these guys all live in mansions and fly around on jets and have cocktail parties on yachts. They can pretty much kiss my ass.
Well, and you look at some of the groups like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. You know, they're into population control. They're evil. These people and these 529 groups and these 527s that George Soros is controlling, and these non-profits that have billions of dollars socked away into them, they're being used against the people. If you take a look at the Ford Foundation, all right, Henry Ford was not exactly your liberal tree-hugging socialist, right? If you look at the causes that the Ford Foundation is promoting in these days, they are all liberal, tree-hugging, communist, rainbow warrior, all that other fun stuff.
Hey, this guy's Californian. Did you know about this? There are still some good ones left.
I'm the one.
He's the one. You're Keanu. Or are you Morpheus? I'm Morpheus. Can I be Morpheus?
I took the blue pill. What does that make?
The red pill. The red one's the one that makes you wake up.
I took the blue one. So
the blue one is television.
Real.
Take the blue pill. That's mass media.
Oh man.
Facebook. Hello.
I took the blue one, so this doesn't even happen.
If you take both at the same, dude, you want to know what the both? All right. So the red pill,
the purple pill.
Dude, I'll tell you what'll make you really hurt. If you take the red pill,
I think this interview is gonna make them.
No,
really hurt.
Come dig this. Come dig this. Come up here. I'll tell you something. So if you take the red pill, that makes you wake up, right?
Yep.
So you get to see all this crazy stuff. But then if you can't handle the pressure of because you take the red pill, and I've tried this before, man. You take the blue pill then, which is to try to disassociate and go back into pop culture and kind of evade and escape and just, oh, happy family, I don't remember any of this, and you go back into the world. it's way miserable because you always know in the back of your head what's really going on. And so once you take that red pill, there's no going back. And if you try to take that blue pill again, dude, you ever mix those? They have these chiclets and MREs. Did I tell you the story, guys? Okay, no, wait, dude, check this out. They got these white ones, and I think they're green ones. One of them, I didn't know. One of them is to loosen up the bowels a little bit, and the other one is to restrain the bowels. You know what I mean? It's medicine, a laxative, and what's the other one called?
Not a chiclet.
No, it's not. I thought it was just candy.
Like Imodium.
Yeah, and they have them in a special little pouch. I'm like, oh, it's gum time. So I'm eating the gum. Dude. So what happens when you take both colors at the same time is everything just stops. And so you're like, huh, I feel kind of weird, you know, when you're doing your stuff and then pretty much you're walking 20 miles carrying all this stuff or whatever. And all of a sudden you're like, I haven't had a natural movement in like 4 days. Yeah, well, almost a week. And then it's a solid brick type situation at that point. So I apologize for that story, but I have to be honest. So don't take both color pills at the same time. If you're going to take the red pill, just take that. It's going to be easier to handle than if you try to pretend like you don't know what you actually know. And a lot of people are in denial, man. Dude, in the gun culture, check this out. So we're at some ranges, really cool old guy. Like, he's been around forever. And he's a hardcore patriot. But the pressure from the media and everybody else, especially out here, has been so negative on gun owners. They think you guys are crazy, like, oh, gun owners, see where I'm from, man.
Like you're gonna hang around in camouflage all. Oh,
yeah,
great.
Like Michigan militia or some deal, right? And like where I'm from, it's part of the normal culture. Like no one even thinks about it. Well, that guy has a gun. Well, duh. Grandma has a gun, you know, in her hand usually. So it's not even a problem. But in cultures where it's been more suppressed, it's kind of weird for people to be armed, you know? People are comfortable with the politicians controlling all the guns, which is crazy to me, or the, you know, the people complain about the police shooting everybody all the time, but
tell
then...
him what he said.
Yeah.
Tell him what he said.
Which guy?
The old guy.
So the old guy was saying, he's like, well, you know, gotta kind of stay up that social media. I don't really want to put out the fact. I don't really want any pictures of me shooting a gun because someone might see. You don't want to really advertise that this range is here because politically, you know, someone might see that you have a gun, then they'll come get you. Dude, that's called withdrawing from the fight. The reason the culture war is being lost is because dudes are getting scared and running away like little girls. Well, how did Schwarzenegger put it? You're being little girly man.
He was our governor. He turned into a girly man. So
yeah, he did. He turned into a girly man himself. He plays a tough guy on TV. But at any rate, I'm telling you, like if you're part of the Americana, which is in resurgence right now in a small degree, dude, like, and here's the thing, for people in California, I totally understand. I'm a guitar player. I just want to play the guitar, man. You've seen my music videos. My whole YouTube channel was all music videos, man. It wasn't nothing about guns until I thought it might be needed. And then so I said, well, I better start doing instructional videos on rifle stuff because, you know, my personal liberties are at threat. Whether you're a minority, whether you're, you know, whatever form that is, the different color than someone else or different sexual orientation, there's always someone to oppress someone else. And the only equalizer in real life is that everyone is kind of equally equipped to be an autonomous unit. And you can't have that if they dehorn you. You know what I mean? If they take the defense mechanism away, the liberty preservation mechanism. And it's not like I want to go around shooting everything. That's not what we're into. You know what I mean?
Steel.
Unless it's steel.
You want to shoot steel.
Yeah, steel is fine. And you know, it's fun to shoot guns. But in all honesty, my objective in life would be to sit in my backyard on a nice evening like this, have a barbecue, watch some cartoons, leave everyone alone, have some dudes come over, we visit, we talk about other things rather than politics.
Because that doesn't matter anymore because it's fixed.
Well, dude, yeah, and so like I understand the compulsion of people to want to escape and evade the fight, the culture war on anything. And so like the weather is so awesome out here and there's so much awesome stuff in California for people to do that I think it's easy to disengage from that and just retreat. But here's the deal.
You know, if you live in the Midwest,
yeah,
you know, you've got 6 to 9 months of bad weather.
Yeah.
and a lot of time inside to think and read and do that. Here, people are active year-round.
Yeah, absolutely. So I understand. I'm totally sympathetic to people who don't want to get involved. But the deal is, if you are a student of history, if you don't get involved, you ain't going to be able to have barbecues no more. And if you think I'm talking crazy, read a book, any book, about any time other than right now. Because history is not so friendly. And so it's not that we want to fight everybody, but if we have a well-equipped set of good people in the culture, and I'm talking good people, not gangbangers and crackheads or whatever, and crazy guys running around wanting to be militant, but just normal, everyday people, like professionals in his field, professionals in my field, just working class dudes who just want to be left alone. If we're well-equipped and well-armed, we're the boss. And that means that good people are then the boss. And it preserves our liberty so that we can have freedom to barbecue or whatever.
You know, freedom to barbecue, I think that should be a...
Dude, we started this thing. No, seriously. Like, and they try to get us to disengage with television, anything to distract you. Television, something.
Here's something. So here you're listening to two guys, all right, in my backyard doing this little mini speech here, but both of us unplugged our television sets 17 years ago.
Yeah, I haven't had TV since '99.
It's amazing. Like, if we're traveling, we turn on the TV. I cannot believe what is on there now, because my frame of reference is 2000.
It's shocking. It's a culture shock.
You know, it's amazing what's being fed into your homes every single day. Well, on the YouTube channel, you can control what you want to see.
Yep.
The mass programming, you know, the CNNs of the world and all that.
Why do you think
Disney
they call it programming?
Yeah.
You ever think of that one?
But the mass
what are they
programming
programming
is just,
exactly?
It's unbelievably hostile to the freedom way of life.
Yeah. Well, dig this. A lot of people sometimes ask, like, dude, where do you get all this time to do all this stuff and learn all this stuff?
We don't have TV.
Because I play the guitar and I shoot. Exactly. And I'm like, weird. I'm a little bit offended when people ask me. They're trying to compliment a guy and saying, wow, where do you get all this time to learn all these cool things? History, whatever we're into, right? And I'm like, where do I get time? Do you have a time machine? Do I have a time machine? Because I have exactly 24 hours per day. How many hours a day do you got? 21 hours? 12 hours? Do I have more time than anybody else? It's in what you choose to do and prioritize in life. That's a simple equation, really. And so if you want to do stuff that's hardcore and awesome, like learn to be really awesome at a skill set, whatever that is, playing the piano, driving cars, building motors, and preserving liberty by being really equipped to defend yourself, you're going to be awesome.
That's your commitment.
Or you can sit and watch television and be retarded.
Opish.
That's the... Huh?
My daughter said opish is a better word.
Opish?
Yes.
Okay, I'm learning the ways, so forgive me. I do have a little bit of that colloquialism going on here. From the old days before. See, in '99 they changed all the words that you could use, and so I don't know what the words are now.
Opish.
Okay, opish. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to rant about. How about you?
Well, we talked about rewilding in the beginning, and now we kind of got into some of the other things, but just check it out. Just Google the term rewilding, follow the trail, check back with us at firinglineradio.com or Firing Line Radio Show on Facebook or rexreviews.org, and let us know what you find, because I'm telling you, you're not going to believe what's been happening while you were sleeping.
Yeah. So be sure to participate in the culture, participate in the conversation. Don't be shy to be who you are, whatever that is. I don't care what religion, color, race, creed, orientation you are.
Some of you should be shy to be who you are. And you know who you are.
Yeah. No. Forgive me.
That kind
Oh, I see him. We better turn this off before he gets crazy ideas. Thanks for watching, guys. Sign up to his Facebook page.
Firing Line Radio Show, and webpage is firinglineradio.com. Podcast weekly. 5 years of material on the site.
Rock and roll. Rex out. Have a good one, guys. right, let's get out of here.